We are now joined by Hofstra Associate Head Coach Hava Davis following his team's 4-set win over UNC Wilmington to complete the weekend sweep. Coach Davis, just your overall thoughts on today's win and the weekend in general.
I think we did what we needed to do as far as getting 2 wins. That's great. We definitely have some things that we need to iron out as far as consistency, but we got some good production from different areas that maybe, or different attackers or things like that, that maybe we didn't get yesterday. So we got our middles involved a little bit more, and that was a good thing to see.
Obviously, the first question would be, let's touch on Ana Martinovic. Just a really strong weekend, and today was one of her probably best career matches. What did you see from her today that allowed her to be so successful?
I think she kind of played within herself, if that makes sense. She didn't try to do too much. She I think, hit maybe the best percentage of her career today. But, again, I said it yesterday, we rely on her for her passing and her serving, and those were a little bit better today maybe than their numbers were yesterday. And so I think once she settled in with her serving and passing, her attacking was a nice bonus for us, or was more comfortable for
her. Eddie or Anthony, whoever's hands raised, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. So you just mentioned Martinovic, who had such a great match. And then in that 4th set, Valencia Wolkowski really took over there. What can you say about her performance today and then in that 4th set there?
Well, we look at Floor as really the offensive outside hitter, obviously with Ana being passing and defense and serving. And so that's kind of what we expect from her, is to be able to step up and get kills and get points for us with her attacking. So as long as she is consistent with it, that's what we like to see. I think she had a few too many errors or bad decisions early on. I think that's why she got taken out in the 2nd set, I believe. But overall, she had a good weekend. It's a good team for her to play against because, she likes to go with power, and they're not a huge blocking team. They're not a big physical team like some of the teams that we have faced. And so she had a good weekend, I think.
If your hand's raised again, go ahead, guys.
Coach, Sarah Pierre also had a pretty big day, especially on the defense. What were your thoughts on her performance here today?
I think Sarah was a little bit more disciplined today than she was yesterday. I think she blocked a ton more balls because she was following the game plan that we had a little bit better. There's nothing scientific about it, but when middles get involved on the offense, they're a little bit more interested on the defense and the blocking. And I think she got more opportunities today than she did yesterday, and she was a little bit more involved mentally because of it. But she did a great job with her blocking today, and I think it was more just her being disciplined with the game plan.
Hava, if you could touch on Beatrice Alves today, just really exceptional match, including she takes those opportunities on the offensive end really at really important times, and she had 4 or 5 today that were key, didn't she?
Yeah, that's something we've definitely been encouraging her to do, is be a little bit more offensive minded for herself. And, we feel like if she is offensive minded for herself, thinking of herself as an attacker, it opens up opportunities for her other attackers because the blockers have to pay attention to her. And she was hesitant to do it earlier on in the season, but I think as the season has worn on and she's seen that she can be successful and it really does help her other attackers out, she's happy to do it. It takes a lot of courage to dump in some of the big moments that she does, or to take the offense on herself. And she is not afraid to do it. And that's a great thing.
Eddie or Anthony, whoever's going.
So you moved up in the standings a few spots after this weekend against a bit of a weaker team in UNCW. Now you go into a tougher matchup against Elon. What's the mentality going forward as you go into this tough match?
Well, we feel like every match we have to win. Even though it may mathematically not be a win or go home situation, that's kind of how we're trying to mentally approach it. Especially if we're going to be in the tournament, it will be a win or go home. So we're trying to prepare ourselves that way with that mental approach. But as far as Elon, it's just going to be prepare for them the way we prepare for any opponent. There's no disrespect to UNCW. They're a very good team. We don't prepare for them any differently than we would for anybody else. Elon just has a better win-loss record, but we're going to go do our work on video as far as the coaching staff and players, look at things that we can do to take advantage of some of their weaknesses, try and neutralize some of their strengths, and just try to get back in the gym and keep improving on the things like passing and serving that are really important to the game.
Guys, any other questions? Coach Davis, congratulations and thanks for your time.
Thank you.